the framework for that particular time was you're able to vote for the president. And I think it's what can still happen now. What you're fighting for is more position and a bigger seat at the table so that you can participate more in the governance, especially in the counties that affect you.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Thank you, Maria. You know, and this is what I like because you really know the issue so much. Actually, I think you should move to the county 48. Yes, I was just giving that background because you asked me how did we get where we got, and I was saying this is how it all worked out, and that's how the whole concept of the Diaspora County 48 came about. That we needed a voice, and our first right that we were fighting for was the voting right. And we pushed and pushed and pushed until IEBC said, fine, diaspora, you can vote, okay? And because the Constitution and also the Electoral Act 2011 says diaspora, the IEBC should make sure diaspora votes, and that voting right should be increased progressive. So there should be a progressive efforts to make sure we vote. So the starting point was just 5 countries, East African countries. The people in Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and then they added South Africa. So in 2017, we were allowed the first time 5 countries to vote. And like you rightfully say, we were only allowed to vote for the president. We cannot vote for governors, we cannot vote for senators, we cannot vote for MNAs, we cannot vote for MCAs. So it was only for president. 5 countries only, and you only vote. Now, another problem with that is, where do we vote? And according to the Constitution, you can only vote on Kenyan foreign missions. So the question is, where are these missions? And all these missions are in the capital cities of large countries or large cities in most of the countries. So what happens is that every member, so if you take anybody in diaspora, you've been given 5 countries. So it means if you are not in one of those countries, you have to travel to go and vote. Up to today, people who live in Southern Africa, I told you I used to live in Namibia. Namibians cannot vote in Namibia. They have to go to Pretoria to vote, for example. Okay, everybody in Southern Africa has to go to South Africa to vote. So already you can see there was that problem, the logistics of doing this. And the voting is only for president. Okay, so we say, listen, this is not working for us. We need more. We need more. Okay, so again, what happens? With IBC says, okay, we are going to add for you 7 more countries. Okay, that decision was announced by Chebukati. Announced that decision here in England. We were together in Luton. Okay, when he stood and announced, when public can say, okay, so for the 2022 elections, we've increased the number of countries in diaspora from 5 to 12. That was announced here. We were together and we even shook hands for that. If only Kennedy could show those pictures, you'd see me shaking the hand of Chebukati once he agreed on that. But remember, only countries were increased. So the increase here was just more countries. You can only still vote only for the president, and you can also only vote at the missions, Kenyan missions. So the additional in the UK, for example, we have 4 countries. But to vote, to register and vote, everybody must come to London. So whether you live in Northern Ireland, which is a different country, you have to come here. You live in Scotland, you have to come to London. You live in Wales, you have to come to England. That's just England. And in Europe, the whole of Europe, we were given only 2 countries. So it's only UK and Germany, which means everybody in Europe has to travel to one of those countries to register. The US was given 3 stations in Washington, D.C., New York, and Los Angeles. Again, the US is like a subcontinent. They have to travel to all those countries. Canada was given 2 as well. And then South Sudan was given, Germany, like I say, Qatar, UAE, and all those countries. So now we've got 12 countries. And this is why I was saying, on the front of fighting for voting rights, we fought for that. Okay, that battle now, whether diaspora can vote, register and vote, we've won that. And the Constitution says this needs to be progressive. So what IEBC needs to do is increase the number of countries. Currently, there are 12 of them. We need more. Okay, we need more countries. But the most important thing is we don't just need more countries now. We also want to vote not just for president, but we want to vote for governors, senators, members of parliament. For the MCAs, we can wait, okay? But we need to be able at least to vote for governor, senator, and member of National Assembly. So there's war there. We need that. And we are saying IEBC needs, when it's constituted, the new IEBC, we are saying, you need to look at that very urgently and make sure we get, one, more countries, and two, we need to be able to elect members for not just the president. Okay, so